Style Bell and Super Mario and All Day all on stage at the same time, plus like a quick little like 5 minute just straight bar from Celeste Richmond. Like there's just not too many chances you're gonna get that. Like even Extravaganza doesn't have all those people speaking. They have people from everywhere. So that was pretty cool. So I mean I could literally just talk all day because I was really so fired up from Brian Holyfield. But two things that I really got was, one, he said make sure you get results so good that it's almost disrespectful. Like, because we obviously, like you said, like we got to be products of the products. People got to see how it works. They can't just hear us talk about how it works. They got to see it, right? And then another one, he said, don't wait till tragedy happens for you to wake up. Like, you don't got to wait for something super terrible to level you to where you feel like you have no other option but to go up. Like, why did you start going up now? Not wait for something bad to happen. So yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna limit myself to those two, but yeah, they were crazy fired up, crazy.
Yeah, no, for sure. That was again, a lot of notes, a lot of nuggets he was spitting. I like that you don't have to wait till something bad happens for you to change your life. Definitely there are a lot of instances inside of Herbalife where people waited until they were at rock bottom before they decided to do different, or they had to wait till something happened to their family member for them to do different, or whatever the case is. But the reality of it is you can make a decision today and be like, you know what, all right, just like Marquis was saying, today can be the day that you decide to change your life. If you want it. So it's all about a choice. For me, some of the things that I got was he was basically making a point to say, like, okay, we can definitely get in the mode of first of all, let me mute out. First of all, mute audio. Or Carlos, mute yourself because you over here making a lot of noise. But you could definitely just get into the habit of just saying, oh, okay, I'm doing Herbalife, posting pictures on social media, and then just doing habits of saying I'm doing stuff but not really doing it. And the thing was that he said the difference maker is your mind, right? And if you feed in your mind the nutrition that it needs daily. So your mind nutrition is your personal development. So he was saying if you're not doing personal development daily, that you're not going to grow. And if your mind is not in the game, it's going to take you out of the game. So I was all like, you know what? That's super key, because even myself, like I said about, I don't know if that was last week or 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, whatever the case was, but I was like, yo, I'm about to start doing my personal development in the morning every day, right? So, and not watching things on Twitter about sports shows or listening to music immediately and things like that. So I've been doing that for, I think it's been 2 weeks or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but I've been doing it regardless. I've been consistent on it, right? And so by me being consistent, I've been able to talk to a lot more people. I've been in a better mood. My intentions have been a lot more direct and on point, just because I'm starting my day off talking about goals, talking about vision, talking about, leveling up. So that's been super dope. And then another thing that he was talking about was Herbalife is just the ability to give access, right? Access to a better life, access to help your family, access to leave a legacy, access to travel, access to the car you want. It's just access. The only thing is, if you want access, you have to perform. That was the big thing about it. Like, a lot of people talk about hitting president's team. A lot of people talk about making a lot of money. A lot of people talk about doing all of these things, but they're not willing to perform to get that, right? That's like an NBA player, right? NBA players want the max contract, but not willing to perform on the court. Like, that's not how it's going to go. You're not going to get an NBA contract, or you're not going to get a max contract because you're a bench player, right? You have the opportunity to decide if you want to be a bench player or you want to be a star. And it all comes down to your performance. You can be a high flyer, VIP sitter, or you could be not hitting your 2,500, not doing any volume, right? It's your choice. It's just about the actions that you decide to take, right? And so that was super key. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about when it comes to STS and Brian Holyfield was, he said to be a retail beast. And that was super dope. Just like Bridget was talking about, saying that his personal volume was crazy, right? And so he was talking about, before I had a team, I was just making myself happy, right? I was making myself happy in the business by sitting VIP, by making a lot of money, by walking around with a wad of cash in my pocket. So that meant to me, it was that, like, yo, even if you don't have a team yet, even if you're a sole distributor with nobody in your downline, you can still crack inside the business just by you getting a lot of clients and you making a lot of retail money, and for you sitting VIP and getting the perks and getting the special treatment and going on vacations, right? So that kind of translated to me as if like, okay, if say you want to sit, for example, we got LDW coming up, right, in October. If you want to sit VIP at LDW, I believe, in my mind, that starts by sitting VIP at your STS, because it's an accumulative effect of you. Okay, you're doing the 4K or the 5K monthly, so you can sit VIP at your monthly events. Then that's a cumulative effect of you continuously sitting VIP. Now you're gonna bring that all in. So now when LEW comes up, you've accumulated your 20,000 or your 25,000 or 30,000 volume points. Now you'll sit there. Now, if you continuously, okay, I'm going to rack up 30K in your 90 days for VIP at LEW, yearly, that's going to rack up for your vacation points for you to qualify for vacations, right? So let's just be clear on the fact that if you're going to go for the vacations, if you're going to go for sitting VIP in any form or any capacity, it's going to take for you to do more than the average or the standard. It's going to take for you to do more than the standard, which is 2,500 as a supervisor, right? It's going to take for you to do double that, right? Even maybe a little bit more than double. But that comes in the daily actions, right? It comes in your habits. It comes about how you set your day up. It comes about if you're winning the day, if you're setting up small wins, if you're doing your personal development, if you're really talking to your targeted amount of people, whether it be 1, 5, 10, whatever, if you're talking to people about the business, right? If you're sponsoring new distributors and having them get volume, right? That also will increase your likelihood of sitting VIP because it counts for your personal. That's what that's about. So if you weren't able to go to the event in SoCal, that's okay. The next one in SoCal is September 7th with Nicole Lakin as the speaker. And then if you're going to the NorCal STS, the next one is September 21st. And I forget who that speaker is, but you can go to that one though. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the trials because I told you guys I was going to get them. And so here we go. We're cracking with the trials, and I know that I slightly talked about this last week, but I was talking to a man about this at some time earlier this week, and I just want to break some numbers down to you about what is possible when you get these trials, right? So for me, I'm going to just show you what's in them, right, for everybody that's brand new or people that want to increase their customer base, increase their volume. This is another way to increase their volume as well, right? So you have the cookies and cream shake. So it comes in this bag, cookies and cream shake. You get 6 of these, right? So 2 for 3 days. You get 6 of them. And then you also have the option to choose either tea or you have the option to choose either the total control tablets, which is the same thing, just in a tablet form. It's caffeine, it burns calories, it boosts your energy, and it boosts your metabolism. So yeah, so you get 6 of these as well in 2 packs. So it's 3 in this one and 3 in the second one. And then it also has these brochures in Spanish or English where it tells you basically on the back or on the inside, it tells you about what's going on as far as what this is, competing in Formula One or whatever. And then it also tells you about how to use it on the back. So it'll tell you shake in the morning, shake for dinner, or shake for lunch, healthy dinner, snacks, whatever the case is. So basically the meal plan or how you should follow it is on the back inside of the trials, right? So you don't really got to create nothing. I still think I might, just to make it a little bit more, like we're providing a little bit more value for it. But that is what comes inside of the trials, right? So check this out. If you order the pack of 10, obviously you'll get 10 trials. You take these and you go out into the public, right? Wherever you're going to go, grocery store, work, friends, social media, whatever the case is. You're telling people, yo, I got these trials for $25, right? $25 each. Boom. You give out. You want to aim for, in my mind, I'm saying I want to aim to get 10 trials out before Sunday, right? Because I want to be able to re-up in the middle of the week for my next 10 of trials. So this is how this is going to go. So you're going to sell each one for $25. So if you sell 6 of them for $25, that's going to be $150. With $140, you'll be able to purchase another set of 10. So then you'll have $10 left over because it was $150. And now when you sell the next 4, you'll make $100. So that'll be a total of $110 in 1 week as profit, with a whole another set of 10 coming to you the next week. Your goal has to be, if you're going to have a hustle mentality about this, if your goal is 10 trials out a week, you have to have the hustle mentality of, I'm going to get 6 out minimally before Thursday. Because the reason why I say before Thursday is that if you order another set of 10 by Thursday, you can get it on Saturday. That way you can start it again Sunday. You see what I'm saying? So you'll be able to go ahead and get it popping for the next week. And then obviously you'll sell your next 4 between Thursday and Sunday, whatever the case is. If that's how you want to do it. That's how I'm doing it. I'm just saying if this is how you want to do it, right? So then you'll get 10 trials out a week, which will give you a total profit throughout the month of $440. So you're going to make $440 just by giving 10 trials out. With you giving 10 trials out a week, you'll also have 40 trials out for the month. Out of having 40 trials out for the month, you should, in my mind, you should be able to definitely get about 15 people to say, okay, I'm going to go from a trial to a 30-day program, right? So 15 people that get on a 30-day program, you've already made $440 from just handing out the trials. You've already collected 400 volume points just from each box is 100 volume points. So you've already collected 400 volume points on the month as well, just from trials. And now on top of that, you're going to get the volume from the people flipping from trials to full programs. You're going to get that volume, whatever that averages out to, maybe about, let's just say 100 volume points, right? So then that's 1,500 volume points that you're going to get from flips. And that's also the retail money that you're going to get from them changing from a 3-day trial to a 30-day program. You're also going to get that retail money, whatever that may equal out to, depending on what program they order, depending on how much they invest into a program, right? So the thing about it is, if you want to win in this system, for those of us that are not having as much success just saying, hey, come get a program off of me, whatever, right? If you want to win in this system, it's going for you to have to take the hustle mentality and say, I'm getting these trials out. I'm talking to people about these trials. Like, that's what it's going to have to take for you if you're going to win doing this. You're going to win on the money side, you're going to win on the volume side, and then you're going to win on the back end with the volume when they transfer over. And then you're going to also win on the retail side when they obviously actually profit, right? So that is going to be up to you to do that if you're going to do 10 a week. Obviously, this is just a method for you to use. This is not a standard for anybody to use, but, try it out and see what's available to see if it works. But somebody like Bridget, right, she might not necessarily do this because she's opening a club in the next couple of days to where she's going to be in there and she's been doing in-services and something else. But for the brand new distributor, for the person that hasn't been having that much success, this might be perfect for you, right? I know for me, I'm just trying to up-level myself and get more out of what I'm already doing. So this is why I'm implementing this already into what I'm doing. Other than that, though, I did say this is going to be a shorter call. Is there any questions about anything going forward? Remember to get your LDW ticket before August 31st, unless it's going to go up to $90. It's $75 right now. You do need to be a supervisor to go, or you can accumulate 2,000 volume points between now and when LDW starts for you to be able to qualify for the event. You definitely don't want to miss LDW, which is actually one of my favorite events, just because of the information that they give over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So definitely want to get that. Any questions about anything? If not, go ahead and unmute yourself. You want to go ahead. Go ahead.
I just wanted to take a second. Thanks, Amanda. I just wanted to take a second and say welcome to my 2 newest, whatever. Anyway, my 2 girls on the call tonight, Bree and Yaz. They're both newer distributors. Yasmin just finished signing up yesterday. She's already got all of her training stuff done. She's ready to go. Bree just moved out to Ohio, and she messaged me this morning about being ready to get all back on track. So I just want to say welcome to you two. We're super excited for you. If you want to unmute yourself and just say anything really fast, feel free. Give your first share. Practice talking on camera. If not, totally fine. No pressure. But I just want to say welcome to you guys. And everybody on this call is like family now. So if you have any questions ever that you want to ask anybody because you see stuff on their Instagrams or that they're talking about in the chat, you feel free to message them and bug them as much as you want to, because that's what we do. So that's it.
Thanks, Bridget. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
I'm so
definitely.
excited for both of you. You can both kill it.
Yes,
Right.
I'm super excited.
Biggest tip I would say for newest distributors is just listen to your sponsor. That could be the biggest thing, just because people like to do stuff on their own, or they feel like, oh, okay, I'm going to do it a different way. It's just like, just listen to your sponsor, because they probably know a little bit more when it comes to the business than you. And just, there's a lot of other stuff I can say, but I'm not going to go crazy into it because I'm sure Bridget already told you a lot of nuggets because she knows what she's doing. She's awesome. So yes, definitely welcome to the team. Definitely feel free to reach out to anybody. You can definitely reach out to me as well. Don't feel like you can't. Definitely, other than that, any questions from anybody else? No? Bet. Awesome. I'm going to post a call in the chat. I'm going to see you guys sooner than later.